Be sure to subscribe and click on the bell for notifications on future uploads. Hello everyone, Simon Bard here, or you can call me Sully. In continuing with Disney's 100th anniversary, I'm going to go over one of their anime movies that I had decent memories of as a kid, but not quite on the same good level as their Renaissance films. And for the most part, even these days, I find it to be alright and still prefer over other interpretations. First released on November 8th, 1973, it's Robin Hood. Set in merry old England and narrated by Alan O'Dale, a rooster, this tells the legend of Robin Hood with animals playing the characters and how it quote-unquote really happened. Robin Hood, a fox, and Little John, a bear, steal from Prince John, a lion, and gives to the poor like a family of rabbits and Otto, a dog, with a little help from Friar Tuck, a badger, despite that the Sheriff of Nottingham, a wolf, would take the animals' earnings as taxes for Prince John. But Maid Marian, a vixen, is in love with Robin, as they had a relationship a long while ago before she left for England, and feels he's forgotten about her, yet he really hasn't. And in winning an archery tournament, which was really a trap set by Prince John and his counselor Sir Hiss, a snake, Robin thought he has got his way even to reuniting with Marian, until Prince John decides to double and triple tax the town of Nottingham. Director Wolfgang Reitherman has made an okay animated movie on the legend of Robin Hood with alright characters, an alright story, okay songs, and okay animation. Well, kind of, as this film is one of the weakest of Disney in terms of the animation itself. Most of it works fine, but some are very noticeable and, for lack of a better word, lazy. From recycled moments on different backgrounds or reversed, to close-ups that, while show more detail, feels off at times, mainly with Robin, and Maid Marian's close-ups are fine at best. But the most baffling of all is during the phony Prince of England song, where the recycled animations are just retraces of scenes from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, The Jungle Book, and the Aristocats. They're made way too obvious, and it's quite hard to see it any differently. Not helping matters is that Little John's a recolor and slight redesign of Baloo, even down to having Phil Harris voicing him. And Sir Hiss is a recolor of Kaa, even having hypnotic eyes, yet he's voiced by Terry Thomas instead of Sterling Holloway. But for the most part, the characters are alright, and they have good voices and personalities, from the likes of Peter Ustinov, Pat Buttram, and Roger Miller as Alan O'Dale, who's not only the narrator, but also plays a couple small parts in the film. There's a small handful of chuckles I got out of this for her bee Clucky knocking down the guards, especially in this shot, and some dialogue like Little John calling Robin Robert and having an outlaw as an in-law. However, the songs, despite being okay for me, range from forgettable to annoying. Once in a while they're okay, like Not in Nottingham and Phony King of England, but Oodalali Golly What a Day is one I don't like as much, as I put on my top 10 animated annoying songs, and Love is one where I don't know much of the lyrics. But the music in the opening credits just felt annoying, and there's this one little number played on a whistle during when Sir Hiss searches for Robin in the archery tournament, and I don't even know why. I think it must be because it's set during a Renaissance period of sorts, but I always associate that time period with a pan flute, not on a whistle or whatever this is, that I expected someone to come out on film playing it, that it kinda comes out of nowhere. Also, Maid Marian didn't get as much screen time here, as she has a neat backstory of Robin, as well as accepting his proposal during a fight scene, which seems odd, but I take it anyway. Plus, despite being duped a couple of times, it's interesting how Prince John's mind operates in catching Robin, as he immediately notices the strange archer as Robin due to his archery skills before Sir Hiss does, and tries to hang Friar Tuck as bait for Robin. But as much as I like him, he's not much of a favorite Disney villain of mine. But PJ, a nickname given to him by Little John disguised as Sir Reginald, will get an honorable mention. And overall, the film is okay but very mixed to me. Sometimes it gets on my nerves for its songs or recycled animations, and little bits of annoyance or tedium, but I kinda like it for what humor it has and the characters it presents. It's my first introduction to Robin Hood, and it's not all bad as I did grow up with it along with other Disney classics. But given my thoughts on it then and even now, as my memories of it as a kid were about the same, I find it all to be tolerable at best. 2.5 plus, or 2.5 mixed Mickeys. And that is it. So thank you for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Facebook or X, support me on Patreon, and until next time for a new video, and thanks for your time.